Native Instruments Cloud Supply, MPC 3, and my MPC Live 2. I'm going to speed up the BPM to like 130. I got some drum kits from my 15 expansions, the O.T.G Stemmy Pack, and I just want to make a beat. I want to see what I could do with that Cloud Supply by itself. So let's see what we could do. Use some weird drums, see what I can make. We're going to start with the drums first. What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. O.T.G's for Overtime Grind. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today I have my Akai MPC Live 2. I got a drum kit from, I think this is, let me go look for you guys. From Magnetic Coast. Magnetic Coast. It's called Ethereal. And then later on in this video, make sure you stay to the end. Make sure you stay to the end. Got a dope beat that I made out of this. Pretty dope. It's got another drum kit named Kadoma. For all you guys who have the O.T.G Stemmy Pack, just load that up. You know I'm going to go grab a progression, and we're going to make a whole beat today. Today I want to try to get it done in like 15 minutes, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all the alerts when I drop a new video. And we still on the push, man. Nothing but Akai and SP videos for a while. So right now I'm going to go load up Cloud Supply. And then I'm going to go over and load up a progression. Just going to spin the wheel, see what I get. It's part of my 400 progression pack down there. You know, you could grab that. Just drag and drop the folder. Utilize these progressions to make some pretty cool sounds. You don't have to go get any samples. You can make your samples, you know? You don't have to get loops. You can make the loops. Bunch of dope information from Akai. Later this month, they're dropping 3.4.2 update to the MPC. Super excited that they are dropping an update for the 4 sometime this year. And for people, they said they're dropping the software. That's really dope, man. For you guys having a hard time getting it done standalone, make sure you hit that subscribe button. By the time the software comes, I'll show you how to be a pro utilizing this MPC. By the time we get to the software, we'll run it down together. I'll show you how to use it and get it popping. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. If you get the Stemmy Pack, I put the $5 Masterclass as part of the Stemmy Pack. You know, I do lifetime updates, so I'm always boosting out all my kits and everything, making it bigger for our community here at YouTube. Because if we don't got us, who got us? Ain't nobody looking out for us over here. Or nobody looking out for me, so I'll look out for you. Well, I got a couple people on my channel who look out for me. Shout out my brother Jamie. He definitely makes a lot of this possible. Ain't nobody else looking out for us. So we look out for each other. It's part of how this works. I'm gonna go grab my favorite bass plugin, Sub Factory. You know, you can make Sub Factory does a lot more than bass. A lot more than bass. You know, maybe we'll get into it, but right now, I love the bass. So we're gonna go over to notes mode. Always remember that you'll stay in key. So if you go back over to progressions, you can flip back over to progressions, you can flip through, and it'll stay where you last selected. Right now, we're just in a basic key of C. So we're gonna go ahead and rock with it. I like the way that bass sounds. I'm not going to overthink it. You know, let's look at the clock. We're about 5 minutes in. Let's name this track. You know, it's good to do these beat workouts. I do them a couple times every day. I just try to work through it. Go ahead, delete this MIDI track I had in there from earlier. You know, let's go ahead, add another plug-in. Right now, this is our third plug-in and one drum kit. Remember, I always tell you, make sure you keep track of what you got in your memory. Sometimes you might have to hit that menu button and just go see, just how I did. Right there, it's only at 19%. Sometimes tap in before you get to the part where it tells you you got too much memory. It could be too late then. All right, now I'm using Jura. What I wanted to do is I wanted to add a little bass line underneath. You know, sometimes when you use that 808 or that kind of kick and it's in a higher space, you still might want to have some low rumble or some low filler to kind of fill up that bottom end. So what I'm looking for is some kind of bass to put in and kind of accent a couple of notes and fill in. So I'm using this percussive sub 1 from Jura. This is under the bass preset. Going to name that. We're on track 4. Now I'm going to add another drum kit now. Beforehand, I'm going to first let's add another plug-in. Again, thank you for you guys who are starting to get the idea that what we do when I'm making these beats is we sit down just how you sit down. And I want you to understand how you can go in and just kind of start from nothing. Get you some drums, freestyle those in, lay your snare down. You know, once you got your snare and your BPM, go grab a progression, get you a sound that sounds good, play you a part in, and boom, you're off to the races. Let the ideas flow. Now I'm going to utilize super strings. Make sure we're in notes mode. You know, it's very important to kind of give yourself a regimen on your MPC. You know, some days you might sit down and sample. Other days you might sit down and work at different BPMs. Some days you might sit and just go through presets. Some days you might go through presets and then turn knobs and add effects to it. Other days you might just make drum kits. Other days you might try out different style beats. Put yourself on a regimen of trying different things. You know, the only way I got better at making beats from scratch and being able to turn on my MPC at any given time of the day and start to get in the flow of making something was from putting myself on a practice regimen years and years and years ago. When I first started making beats, you gotta sacrifice and find the time. Right now I'm going to load another kit. You can see it's from Magnetic Host. You can get all of these kits. 45 expansions total, 15 gigabytes of drums, 400 plus expansions, over 4 hours of video, plus a bunch of other kits. The O.T.G Smackers kit. Almost everything that I use in this video you can get for one price. It's called the O.T.G Stimmy Pack, the MPC version. Down below, free drum set, drum kits, 8 drum kits, 8 folders worth of drums for free. Down below, you know, support the community. But that regimen is something that I put on myself. You know, when I'm making beats like these, or I'm just practicing, or we're sitting down for these videos, I always go through the expansions and pick out random kits, because that's the best way sometimes to find different sounds. You notice I talk about the kits. We're going to double this thing out now and go ahead and get ready to do our mute groups. What I was going to say, though, is always remember your pads. If the pads are purple in these kits, most of the time, those are samples. You can always erase those pads and put your own one-shots and samples and stuff on those pads and get everything done from a drum kit for all you guys who want to sample. Maybe my next video, I'll show you how to do that. Drop in the comments if you want to see how to do that. How to make your own drum kit, add your own one-shots, or take a drum kit that's already made, add your own one-shots, and make most of the beat from just samples and one-shots and 1 or 2 drum kits. If you want to see that, put that down in the comments. I'll definitely do that for you sometime this week. I do know that another video people were asking is making, yeah, I'm not going to put my ideas out. The last time I did that, I saw 3 videos from your favorite YouTubers who claim not to watch our channel, who put those same videos out. So know that we're impacting, guys, and it only happens because you guys watch, you guys like, and really you guys watch a long length of the video. So I appreciate you guys. Right now we're doing the mute groups. We hit that automation button in the top right corner. What I'm doing is I'm muting the audio. So what you hear starting and stopping, I'm muting on beat. This is one long loop on sequence 1. When I get done, I'm going to do some automation to the pads. Where we at? We at 12 minutes. You know, essentially from doing some mixes and some small details, we already got this beat pretty much done. Six-track beat, 2 drum kits. Right here, I did not want to do this kit first, but you know, I made a mistake. At least it wasn't that bad of a mistake, but you know, there was no sound right here. But this is my second drum kit, and I realized that about halfway through, you'll see, I just stop the automation and I go work the other drums. But this is about being present. So at the top you can see it says 6 Kadoma. And this isn't the kit that we wanted, because our kit said it's drum kit because we named it. Ha ha ha. See, this is why you named them. That way you can identify them, because when you're in the mode and you're just going, your brain is just cooking and you speeding. This is why you got to fall back on good mechanics. And even sometimes we mess up. So you see, I stopped it and then I just went out of it because I was on the wrong one. I'm going to select that, go over to track 1. Now that's the drum kit I want to get. And really all I want to do is mute those hi-hats at one part. And then the second thing I want to do is just turn them down. But if you notice what I was going to say earlier, is if you notice the color of the pads when I make my kits, I'll show you guys how to do this as well. See, the drums are red, the kick drums are red, vocal samples or weird one-shots are green, sometimes 808s. Snares, claps, snaps, yellow, hi-hats, open and close, orange, and blue sometimes is your percussion. Purple are your samples. So know that every time that you open up your kits, when you see those colors, that's pretty much what they mean on the MPC. And what you could do now is when you build your own kits, kind of follow that rule of thumb. That's what I do for myself. You know, I try to, when in Rome, we do what the Romans do. So when I'm on the MPC and I load kits, that's pretty much how they have them colored. Now what I'm going to do is go over to my track mute screen, or my track view / track edit / program edit. I'm gonna go over there, sample screen 2. Gonna edit the volume. I'm gonna go and add my favorite EQ. Let's look at the clock. 25 seconds over 15 minutes, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you check out that Stimmy pack. And this goes to show you, here's another MPC3 beat with all the complaints in the world and all the reasons why people say they can't get it done. I just gave you another reason why you can get it done. What is that? 3 plugins, 4 plugins, 2 drum kits. It ain't the best beat, but it's a beat. And right now it's more than what a lot of guys are making. So take your time, turn that MPC on, see it through. The MPC's not better than you. You're better than the MPC. Check out that stuff that I told you about. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and guess what, guys? We got another one.